Hello, y'all. Come on in here. I'm going to wait for a minute and let some people enter in the room. Okay? Get on in here, my people. Get on in here. Come talk to me. Come holler. Come chat with me on this marvelous day that the Lord has made but did not promise, but he woke you up on today. Okay? Come on in here. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in, angels. As I wait, I can. Come on in the room, angels. Come on in the room. We need a little chat today. We need a little chat on today. Okay. I don't have a big following or anything. I am very new to this. As you guys know, you haven't seen me on your screen that often. I never do lives, okay? But I am live today. So come on in the room. Come on in the room. I'm going to give it another few seconds. If nobody enters the room, it's okay because it will be there for replay. And I will be uploading this video on my YouTube. God pushed me, okay? So come on in the room. Come on in the room. But anyway, guys, I am dressed up today and I don't know why, okay? I don't know why. Because I felt down and in the dumps. I wasn't even feeling today. I have bills. Come on, do you hear me? I ain't got no money to pay for these bills. Do you hear me? But God, okay? But God. I want to tell you all a little bit about my story as I wait on people to come in. I'm going to give y'all a little juice about me. Put y'all in my business a little bit, okay? As some of you that follow my YouTube from the beginning may know, I've been at this thing close to a year now, but God had me take some time off from the internet, posting videos and all that. But at that time, I still was studying my word. Probably not as much as I should have been, but I still was building my relationship with God. I wasn't reading my Bible, but I was always praying. I was always meditating. I was always going to him, okay? Kind of like today, I didn't even know what to wear, and I just asked God, what do you think I should wear? And he picked out my skirt, he picked out my shirt, he picked out my jacket, he picked out my purse, he did it all, and I don't even understand. I'm like, God, why am I getting dressed up for? I don't even feel good today. Like, okay, but he said you will not look like what you feel like, okay? You will get dressed for where you trying to go, not where you are at right now, okay? Faith is the things unseen, okay? You will be prepared. You will be ready. When it's time when you get that, you're going to be ready, okay? You're not going to look crazy. You're not going to be like, oh, let me fix my hair. Oh, let me put my makeup on. Oh, I got to put some clothes on. No, you're going to be ready to go straight up out that door, okay? Because opportunity is knocking at the door any moment now, okay? Life is about to change for you, okay? God is so good, so good, so good. All right, pain has a purpose. Don't let it define you. Use your pain to go looking, soul searching, go deeper in you. Learn something out of everything you've been through, okay? I know every situation you have learned something from it. You have learned something. I don't care how much or how little. You've learned something. Take what you learned and be able to teach somebody else that comes into that same situation, okay? You never know what people are going through, what they're going to go through, how you can help them, when you're going to be able to help them, when God going to need you to move in somebody's life, okay? So you always got to be prepared. You always got to be ready. You always got to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, okay? As I said, I ain't got nowhere to go, honey. But I'm dressed today, okay? I'm dressed. I'm ready, so I ain't got to get ready, okay? Knock on the door. Opportunity, I'm looking for you and I'm waiting. So go on and knock on my door. I'm ready, okay? I ain't got to get ready. I got some notes here, so y'all might see me look over a little bit because God had me write some stuff down that I wanted to come on here and just express to you guys, okay? As y'all know, as I was saying, let me get back to it. I left my house in Texas in September 2021. God told me it was time for a move, okay? When I left my house, I was still in a relationship with my ex-husband. I was still going through what I was going through. I was having some issues, but God said it was time to move. And I took a leap of faith. And at that time, I was like, God, why am I even doing this? Like, I know we have a rocky situation right now. You want me to move out of state with no family, no friends, nobody. You just expect me to just get up, go, move, just leave my house that I've been buying for the last 6 years? You really expect me to just get up and go? He said yes. And guess what I did? I did it. I just got up and I just left. I packed my bags, the little bit. He told me to pack light. I ended up packing a little more than what I was supposed to. I barely had clothes. My kids barely had clothes because I was trying to fit a chair, swing chair in my trunk. We was in a Nissan Altima, 7 of us, 2 adults and 5 kids, and I'm trying to fit a swing chair in my trunk because I had just ordered it on Amazon, and I'm like, I don't want to leave this, okay? I'm trying to bring my material that I was making t-shirts because I'm like, well, I need to take this because once I get there, this can help me make some money, okay? I'm trying to bring my stuff to make keychains because I'm like, once I get there, I gotta have some kind of income. I gotta make some money. I can't continue to go on like I'm going on, okay? So I'm trying to bring tumblers. I'm trying to make my cups once I get here. I'm trying to figure out once I get here how I'm going to survive, what I'm going to do next, okay? So my trunk was too full for a lot of clothes or anything that we really needed, okay? I packed light in the clothes department, but packed heavy on the things that I thought I needed to be able to survive, okay? I packed heavy on those things, okay? I'm like, I just bought this stuff. I just learned how to make shirts. I just learned how to make the keychains, self-defense keychains. I just learned this stuff. And ain't no way in hell I'm leaving my house without it. I'm already leaving my house, okay? I'm not leaving everything, okay? But God told me to pack light. But long as I took that leap, I did what he said. I moved. I got to Georgia. I didn't know where I was going. Actually, I told God because my car was having a little problems. I said, wherever this car stopped, that's where my destination is going to be. That's where I'm supposed to be, okay? So God led us on down to Thomaston, Georgia. We stopped. It was tiresome, okay? That drive is 16 hours from where we was in Texas to get to Thomaston, Georgia. I think it was 14 hours for that. Yeah, but we did a full day. We stopped, we slept, and we did another full day, which was 7 hours and 7 hours to get to Georgia. Okay, so I'm like, okay, we in a hotel, we stopping, cool. I knew my granddad lived in Georgia, but I didn't know what part of Georgia. But I did tell him that I was going to move to Georgia soon, and when I do move to Georgia, I will give him a call. I didn't know where I was going because I'm just letting God lead me, but I will give him a call once I got to my destination, okay? So I got there. I called my granddad. I'm like, hey, granddad, I'm in Georgia. Where are you? Woo. He told me where he was. I'm not going to put his business online right on here, but I will tell you he was 30 minutes away from where I was, okay? And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, you know, when I get up in the morning, we'll come over and we'll come see you. We'll visit because I'm tired today. I'm going to get a little rest. We're going to get some sleep. We're going to lay around. We're going to eat, and we're going to just chill. So that's what we did the rest of the day, okay? The next morning, we get up and we're getting ready. We're going to go see my granddad. So I tell my ex-husband, I say, why don't you go get us something to eat while I finish, you know, staying here with the kids, getting us together. We can get dressed while you go to McDonald's, which is right up the street, and get something to eat. I thought he was going to walk, but he decided he wanted to drive the car over there. Okay, cool, whatever. So he called me and he's like, hey, I'm at McDonald's and I'm in a driveway, but the car won't start back up. And I'm like, what do you mean the car won't start back up? Like, the car been driving all this time. We done made it from Athens, Texas to Thomaston, Georgia. Like, the car gonna crank back up. Like, what are you talking about? He was like, no, I'm sorry to tell you, but this car ain't cranking, babe. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go over there. I walk down the street. Like I tell you, it's right down the street. And I'm like, okay, what's going on with the car? And I'm like, this car always do what I want. I'd be like, I could name my car Sassy. So I'm like, hey, Sassy, I need you to go on and crank for me, okay, girl? I cannot have you just sitting right here like this. Let me at least get you out of the drive-thru and park you, okay, Sassy? So I tap her, and she let me go and crank her, okay? So we put her, I bag up, and by the time I bag up and I get into a driveway, little spot, to park, once I sit there, she turned right back off. I'm like, Sassy, I need you to turn back on. What is happening? Like, I need you to work for me, baby. She don't work. She don't do nothing. And you know what I said? You know what, God? I said, wherever my car break down, this is the place where I need to be. So I'm going to stay in Thomaston. I'm going to call my granddad. I'm going to let him know my car not working. I can't make it. Okay? So I called him. He was like, well, since I'm only 30 minutes away, you don't have to worry about your car not working. I'm going to come and see if I can help you with it. I don't know much about cars, but I do know a little bit. And if I can help you, I will help you with the little bit I know, okay? So he come on over. He come down and he try to help me get the car started. He's like, it's not starting. I do know it's your starter. He tried to tap on it. It wouldn't start still. He said, okay, it's your starter, but it's not starting. You need a whole new starter. We're going to have to put this thing in the shop. So we put it in the shop down the street. I'm not expecting a starter to cost me what it costed me, but it cost me $565 to get my starter fixed. I said, you know what? It's okay. I got it. God made me move down here. I had some money in my pocket. I'm going to pay for my car to get fixed. Put it in the shop. So my granddad like, okay, cool. We put it in the shop. It's on the way to his house anyway. So we go to his house to visit. He's like, okay, when your car's ready, we'll go back and pick up your car and we'll be okay. You can visit because you was coming to visit anyway while your car get fixed. So we took that time to visit and have a good time. Spent a little time with my granddad. Haven't seen him in years. Didn't even know where he lived. I never visited him in Georgia a day in my life. I never stepped foot in Georgia a day in my life. But I just had to do what God told me to do, okay? Let me continue this story. So we go ahead. We get the car fixed. We go to my granddad's house. And he was like, why you didn't tell me you was here? You done paid for your hotel room for a week. And, you could have came over here with the woo. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go ahead. I'm like, well, since my room is paid for, I'm going to stay in my room. But when my room not paid for, then we'll come back over here. He was like, okay, that'll save you a little money because you just had to spend all this money on getting your car fixed. So I go back to my room. I believe we was in room 111. I got video of it on my YouTube. If you go back in the videos from a year ago, you will see it or whatever. This is September 2021 now, y'all. Okay? Find them videos. But anyway. We go to my granddad's house, and yes, I have 5 kids. I have a lot of kids. His wife is not used to a lot of kids, so she's just like, I'm not saying y'all gotta go, y'all okay. I'm just gonna go to a family member house in Texas for a while y'all stay here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you don't have to leave your house because of me and my kids are here, I have money for a hotel. That's what God told me to come, and I was prepared to be down here. I wasn't prepared to stay with somebody in the first place, so it's okay. You don't have to leave your house. I'll go back to where I'm supposed to be because my car broke down in Thomaston. I'm supposed to be staying in Thomaston anyway. I'm not supposed to be here anyways, so that's okay. I go back to Thomaston. We get another hotel room, and we stay there. Actually, somebody from a church had paid for us a week in the hotel room. So while we were there, my ex-husband started to work with a guy downstairs. They were paying him daily, $150 a day to go work with them. And he was like, okay, this is cool because this will give us more money while we down here because we ain't got nothing right now until we figure out what we're going to do. This is a little money in our pockets, okay? And I'm like, cool, yeah, go ahead. So he starts to do that. And he got another job offer because it was raining or something. And they wasn't going to let him go to work that day. But he like, I still got to make some money. So he went to another job. Well, they still came and knocking on the door looking for him that day, and he wasn't there. They was upset with him because they like, well, I gave you a job opportunity and you weren't there. And he like, well, y'all told me that I'm not supposed to come in today, blah, blah, blah. It was a whole big mess, okay? It was just a mess. Anyway, but he kept on working for the other job, which the other job was located in Macon, Georgia. And they told him, well, if you don't want to continue to have the long commute from one place to the next, then you can go ahead and move. Since you're in a hotel room, you can go from a hotel in Thomaston to a hotel in Macon, which will also save you a little money because the cost of living in Macon is a little bit cheaper than the cost of living in Thomaston because Thomaston is the country. Okay, cool. So he like, okay, that does make sense because I'm going back and forth. I'm using all this gas. Can we just go ahead and get a hotel there? And I'm like, okay, you know what? Cool. I had just started working for the hotel. So we wasn't going to have to pay for the room or nothing. But I'm like, you know what? Whatever. This is my husband. God done moved us here. I'm going to follow the plan. We're going to do this. Cool. So we go ahead and we go to Macon. We in the hotel room. I kid y'all not. I cannot make this up. For about a day. And mice come running across the floor. I'm screaming. I'm going crazy. It goes under the chair and it disappears. I'm trying to get it. I'm like, oh my God, kids, get on the bed. And I'm calling my ex-husband. He come running over there. We're trying to catch this mice. We moved the chair to cover it up. To catch the mice. The mice is gone. There's a big old hole in the floor of the hotel room. So I'm like, oh, no, get them towels out from up there, and we're going to stuff this hole. We ain't finna let no roaches come in here, so I done moved the chair to the side. I done stuffed the hole with towels, and I'm like, okay, cool. So the next morning, the housekeeper, she comes by, and she's like, room service, and I'm like, okay, well, we don't need anything besides some more towels, because I had to stuff the hole with the towels because I didn't want any no rats to come in on me, okay? And she was like, you don't move the chair. You don't move the chair. Who told you move the chair? You don't rearrange me furniture. You don't rearrange this furniture. And you got too many kids. There's too many people in one room. Me gonna tell the office to tell you to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave here soon. You need to leave here now. And I'm like, okay. We will leave soon, okay? But we've already paid for 2 weeks, and I'm going to stay here and get my 2 weeks worth of my money back. Out of it. Or you're going to give me my money back. I don't want to stay here anyway because there's rats running around. So don't worry, I will be leaving. She was like, okay, well, so it's okay. You still no move furniture. It's okay. You got to go. I'm like, okay, fine, lady. We will go. And so my ex-husband took out for work that day. He's like, the day before, it was time for us to check out because our time was going to be up. He was like, I have to go look for us a new house. We just moved here. We're in a hotel room. And we don't have a place to go. And the hotel saying, because I have 5 kids, there's too many people in the room, and we cannot stay here. And the job told him, you choose your family, or you choose the job. You go to work for us today because we need you, or you go and look for a house for your family. It's up to you. And he was like, well, that don't make sense, but okay, I'm going to go look for a house for my family. And so they fired him, of course. Well, as he's out looking for a house, he met this lady named Tasha, and her husband name was Tim. He met them, and they was moving out of one house into an apartment the guy had blessed them with, and they was like, well, we moving. Here's the key to our house that we moving from. If you guys want to live there, you can go right ahead and live there. You can call my landlord and take over the rent, but y'all already had a key. Y'all can move in right now. It's some couches in there, a couple beds, might be some clothes, shoes, or some little furniture. Whatever is left in there, y'all can pick through, see what you want and have. Whatever you don't want, you can throw it away. Okay, so we was like, fine, thank you. Look, praise God, hallelujah. We didn't know where we was going to go, but when there was no way, God made a way. He gave us a place to stay, okay? We talked to the landlord. He said, okay, that was fine. He would come by to talk to us so we could start making payments, okay? He lived in Atlanta and we was in Macon, so he wasn't too close. He said he would be there as soon as possible. Okay, he never came by, guys. So we lived there for 6 months. 6 months. Never paying rent, okay? Not a dollar. Never paid a deposit. Never paid rent. Only thing we had to pay was water and lights for 6 months, okay, guys? Well, at this point, before we left, my husband was using drugs, okay? He claimed to be clean. He got himself together with the woo, okay? Well, at this point, there was at my door. And my son looked out and he's like, Mama, that's that lady, the lady with the braids to the back with the son that I be playing with, and she got a gun in her hand. I'm like, what? I'm like, go on to your room. Y'all get on up out of here. And I go into the door. I'm like, what are you doing in my door with a gun? She was like, this ain't for you. This ain't for you. Tell your blink, 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 blink husband to come to the door. This for him. I'm like, I don't care who it's for. I have kids in here. Why are you at my door with a gun? You about to make me mad. And she's like, I don't care about making you mad. Tell your husband to come to the door. Bleep, 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 bleep. So it took me out my character because y'all know I'm still was growing at this point. If y'all been watching me, you know me. I'm like, B, who you talking to? Blah, 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 blah. I jumped out of character too. And she was like, you know what? I'ma calm down because this ain't about you. But your husband owed me $30 for some drugs he had got from me. Tell your husband to pay me my $30 and I won't be at your house. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all this for $30? You at my door with a gun knowing my kids in here for $30 when you could have just knocked on my door and said, hey, your husband owe me $30. Do you got it? I gave her the $30. Please don't come by my house with that mess no more. Ever again, okay? So she leave. My husband knows that I'm not playing no games with this drug stuff. If this what you gonna do, that's what you choose. It's that or us, okay? That's what you chose. That's what you chose. Go for it. So he already know that it was coming to an end. He know I'm just got to figure out what I got to do. What God's telling me to do next. He already knew this. So he got upset. He did. And he flipped out. Well, first he went to sleep. Like, it was okay. Like, he was cool. And I'm up, and I'm watching my girl, what's her name, Latoya Okia. I'm listening to her word, and I'm leaving a comment in the comments. I'm saying, thank God, or she said to say something in the comments. I'm trying to say it in the comments. I think she said something about put me in a slow cooker. It was about around the time she made her slow cooker masterclass. And I'm okay. I'm talking about it, and I'm coming in the comments, and he wake up out of nowhere, and he's just like, you talking to another man. You a H. Why you talking to another man? Blah, 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 blah. I knew it, but you been acting like you wasn't. And I'm like, are you okay, sir? Like, look, it's Latoya Okia. I watch her every day. I'm leaving a comment. I'm not talking to another man. No, you texting. Y'all texting. I know you texting a dude. Are you okay, sir? I don't know what you're talking about, but you can't text anyone on YouTube. You can comment, but you can't text, okay? You can't message. You can't do that. And he's like, yes, you can. You think I'm stupid. I don't care what you say. Be blah, 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 blah. And my kids is in the room sleep. He go flick on the light. Get up, kids. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Because your mama is talking to another man. Da-da-da-da-da. Do you know your mama should talk to another man? Do you know your mama talk to another man? I'm like, leave my kids alone. Leave them alone. Don't be lying to my kids like, quit tripping. So I go and I turn off the light. And I go in the living room. I get my notebook. I will show you guys my notebook. I should have had my favorite notebook with me to show you what he did to my notebook. But I had my favorite notebook. This man, I'm writing in it. And this man ripped the notebook from my hand. And he's like, you talking about me in this notebook? Let me read what it say. And I'm like, give me my notebook. This notebook is between me and God. This notebook I don't have nothing to do with you. I don't want you touching my notebook. Please don't touch my notebook. Anybody that know me know my notebooks is private and it's for me. I don't know why I'm like that with my notebooks, but I don't like nobody touching my notebooks, okay? So he like, why you can't let me read your notebook? If it's nothing bad in your notebook, if it ain't about another man in your notebook, then I'm gonna read it. Might as fact, I'm gonna catch it on fire. And he get the lighter, and he trying to catch it on fire. And I snatch my notebook, and I slide it under the couch real quick, but he don't see what I did with it. He, what you do with it? What you do with it? And he trying to move me, and I move so he can look. He looking in the couches. He don't see it. I know you hear that notebook. I'm going to go find it. So he went out. He went to the room. I slid it under the other couch where I wasn't sitting at. He come back. Stand up. He flipped the couch upside down. Yeah. I don't see that notebook, but I'm going to find it. I'm like, oh, Lord, he going to get to my notebook on the other side. It's nothing bad in the notebook. It's my prayers. It's my thoughts. It's me. It's like a diary. I don't know. I don't like touching it. But anyway, get back to the story. So he acting crazy. And my son come out his room. I say, go wake up your sisters. y'all go out the window. Go run. So my son go and wake up his sisters quietly, and they getting out the window. He trying to go that way. So hey, come back over here. Blah, 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 blah. Start catch his attention so he don't go catch my kids or whatever. I gotta get out this jacket, y'all. But he go over there, and he come back. Once he come back, he have a pot of hot boiling noodles because water he was about to make some noodles with. And he put it down. He put the noodles in a bowl and he picked up the water. He said, you make one more step, I'ma throw this water on you. And I'm like, he ain't crazy. He ain't gonna do that. He is not gonna throw that water on me. He just talking. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm trying to just walk out the kitchen. He throw the hot water. The hot water hit my stomach, but I have no burn or nothing. God is good, okay? So anyway, so by this point, I'm like, he really done lost his mind. Like, he done threw boiling hot water on me. Like, Satan, I rebuke you right now in the name of Jesus. I got to get up out this house because this man is crazy. I look at my kids' room. I see there's nobody in there. So I go to the front door. I open it up. He's like, you want to go? Get out then. Go on and get out now. And I smile at him. I'm like, okay, cool. So I walk out the door and he slam it and he lock it. He say, but your kids stand with me. Your kids stand with me. And my kids was already outside, but they confused because they was asleep. They didn't even know what was going on. They had no shoes on. They had shorts on, no jacket. It's freezing outside. They really looking around like, Mama, what we supposed to be doing? I'm like, run, knock on every door, ask for help, scream help, get from over here. So he noticed by then, my kid's not in the room. And he come back out the door, he run. Oh, you told him to go out the window? And he trying to chase behind us. But he catch a Charlie horse, he got to stop. Oh my God, he got to stop, baby. He couldn't get us. We knocking on doors, help, help, help. Nobody wouldn't answer. Help, help, help. Nobody wouldn't answer. We had to go around to the next street. Houses down the middle, almost exactly where my house is, but the next street, one door before the house that would be right in front of my house, which he done told me he could see me through the bushes before, but this man didn't want to open up the door, but he did. My God, I wish I could find this man one day. This man opened up the door. I said, look, I know you don't know me. You do not have to let me in your house. I know it's the middle of the night, but please save my kids. Please take my kids into your house right now. Please save my babies. And he said, okay, look, I don't know you, but you can come on in too. All y'all come in. So we go in and he's like, what's going on? What's wrong? He said, I did not want to help you. He said, it's a lot going on in this world. He said, you cannot trust a soul out here, but because you said, don't help you and help your babies, I had to help all of y'all. I knew it was real. So he let us into his house. I was like, oh my God. The police, they come, but they go to my house. They went to my address. I can't even remember what my address was at this moment. Hey, give me my charger. They go to my house and the police, they like, I'm at your house, but I don't see you and I need to talk to you in person. And I'm like, I can't come to my house because, my ex-husband, I think it was 409 or Ballard or I don't even know what it was. But both streets was the same name, but one was Avenue and one was Street. Okay. So the police, like, okay, well, can you just walk around the corner to your house because I can't come around there. I don't want to leave from the spot I'm at, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look, can you stay and make sure that he don't leave the house because I don't want him to hurt me if I try to come around there to you. And they like, okay, he won't hurt you. We're not going to let that happen. So I kid you not, I tell my kids, because at this point, if y'all been watching my videos, y'all know my glasses was broken and I couldn't see nothing. I'm like, hey, look outside, y'all. Do y'all see him? And they like, no, we don't see him. And I'm like, y'all sure? And they like, we don't see him. He ain't out here. So I look and I'm like, okay, it ain't nobody outside. So I'm like, cool. I'm like, can my kids stay right here with you while I walk around the corner to meet the police? And he was like, yeah. But I'm like, I need my oldest daughter to come with me because I can't see nothing. And she got to be my eyes. And he was like, okay. So she came outside with me. We shut the door. By the time we turned back around, I see a man standing there just standing, looking creepy. And I'm like, is that him? Zay, is that him? Is that him? Zay, is that him? And she like, yes, ma'am. I'm like, let us in. We scared of the man let us back in. I called the police. I'm like, look, I can't come around there. My ex-husband is standing in the street. He right here. He gonna kill me if I come around the corner. So they hurry up and come around the corner. I don't know where this man went. I guess he was hiding in the bushes, but he was not outside. I don't know where this man went to. Okay. But, we went through the most that night. He came back about 10 times. He had my phone, he had my ID, he had my social security card, he had all of my stuff, and he would not give it to me. He walking down the street with a backpack. He knocking on the man's door telling me, come talk to me. Just come talk to me. I'm not going to do nothing to you. I'm like, no, please leave me alone. And so he doing this. I got the police on the phone. I'm like, please leave me alone. He like, just come talk to me. Just come talk to me. So by then the police pulling up. He like, oh man, you going to do this to me? I'm finna go to jail. I'm finna go to jail. You going to do this to me? But the police just let him walk down the street. I'm like, stop him. Why y'all let him go? He got my bag in his hand. He got my phone. He got my ID. He got my social. The police tell me, man, we can't just stop him and go in the bag because we don't know if that's your bag or his bag with a pink backpack. You don't know that's my bag or his bag, and I'm telling you it's mine with my ID in it. But you can't just go look in it and see. No, ma'am. You got to make a police report. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was too over it. I'm like, oh, my God, this is sad. Like, I never called the police before a day in my life. But the one time I do, I don't even get no help. So this is pointless. What did I even call the police for? That's what made me know, girl, why do you keep calling on anybody, the police, any friend, any family, anything? Only thing you're supposed to be calling on is the Lord, okay? That's the only person you're supposed to be calling on. So I'm calling shelters just so I can figure out where I'm going to go. And I steady again, no, how many people you have in your household? 6, 1 adult, 5 kids. Oh, no, it's too many of y'all. We can't have y'all. We full. We can't have you. We can't house you. We can't house you. Then I finally called one place that said, well, do you mind? She said, ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't have any room for you or your family. It is a lot of y'all, but I can feel the pain in your voice. Do you mind if I advocate on your behalf? I said, no, ma'am, I do not, because I'm really tired. I cannot call nobody else. I cannot do no more. I am done. I can't do this. She said, ma'am, please hang on for a couple of hours. She said, do you have to stay in Macon? I said, no, ma'am. I don't know nobody anyway. I just moved here from Texas. I'm just doing what God told me to do. I'm here all alone anyways. So I don't really care where I have to go as long as I can get there. She said, okay, give me some time. An hour go by. 2 hours go by. I started to worry, oh man, this lady not going to call me back. I can't stay in this man's house another day. His wife is home now. She's welcoming her and her sister. They lovely. They welcoming. They buying the kids snacks and drinks, and they like, y'all need anything? Can I buy y'all some shoes or something? Can I, get y'all a cover, a suitcase, or anything for when y'all get ready to go? These people was a blessing into my life. I cannot lie to y'all. But the shelter lady finally called me back, and she said, ma'am, I found the place that can take you and your kids, but it's in, I can't even tell y'all where it's at on her. I'm sorry, I can't even tell y'all. And then I'm like, okay, that's fine, ma'am. And she was like, but it's still in Georgia. But she said it's 2 hours away from where you at now. And I'm like, ma'am, that sound good, but I don't even have a car. I can't even get there. She said, ma'am, do you believe? I said, yes. She said, then just pray. I'll give you a call back. I prayed. She called me back. She said, we not supposed to do this. And the shelter where you going is not supposed to do this. But we going to go house on you and your kids some train tickets to get y'all there. Once y'all there, we will have somebody pick y'all up and take y'all to the shelter. The only thing you have to worry about is getting away to the train station. Can you do that? The ladies that her husband let us in, she was like, ma'am, I can get you there. Don't worry, you can get there. Just tell them yes. So I tell them yes, I can get to the train station. She's like, okay, good. Then send me your email address, and I'm going to give you copies of your train tickets so you and your kids can get on the train tonight. It's going to be at 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's going to be in the middle of the night, and y'all going to have to come get on this train so y'all can get on down here. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, that's fine. Thank you so much. And I'm crying. I'm thanking God for what He doing, but I'm nervous at the same time. Mind you, He got my phone. Now, get to where I need to go. So he get the same email I get because he got my phone and he see that I have these train tickets for 2 o'clock and he know that I'm leaving. He know I have to go to Atlanta first, but he didn't know once I got to Atlanta there was another bus I had to get on and there was another ticket, but he seen the first ticket. So he think that I went to Atlanta first. But as we go into the train station, we see him walking. He's trying to get there. But if you look it up on the GPS, it take you to an old train station. It don't take you to the new train station. Thank God once again for that. Okay. But we get on a train. We're going to fast forward. I ain't going to tell y'all the rest of that because we've been talking for a minute already. But we're going to fast forward to being in the shelter, okay? We had to be in the shelter we went February, March, April. We left the beginning of April. We went at the end of February. So a full month we was in the shelter. It was hard, baby. It was hard because you cannot move without your kids moving with you. When I say your kid can't stay in the room while you go downstairs and put your clothes in the washer, your kid got to be every move you make. And I got 5 of them that wasn't in school yet because we just came here. I can't even get them in school. I don't got no documents. I got to wait on a social security card. I got to figure out a way to get birth certificates. I got to get all this stuff back again because I don't got it. But how can I get that? Because I don't got no ID. But wait a minute. How can I get that? Because I ain't got my marriage certificate. I was stuck, baby. I didn't have nothing. But when I tell you God make a way out of no way, listen here, God makes a way. But this is February. I moved in September, October, November, December, January, February. So not even 5 months after moving to Georgia, I'm in the shelter. I'm like, oh my God, did I make the worst decision of my life? I done sold my house. Now I'm in the shelter. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But God, okay, God held me in there. While I was in the shelter, I had a devil try to set me up because y'all know I be smoking them cigarettes. So, okay, you couldn't smoke cigarettes on the back of on the property. You have to go to the front and go out the gate to smoke. So I'm on my way to go smoke one day, and one of the workers at the shelter, she like, girl, you don't got to go all the way up there. It's just me and you, and it's dark outside. Girl, we don't trust nobody. Your abuser might come. You can smoke back here with me. And I smoked with her that day. So the next day, my caseworker comes. She's like, if you smoke on the property again, we're going to have to put you out. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, Crystal told us that you were smoking on the property, blah, 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 which is the same person that was telling me that. I said, well, if you watch the cameras, Crystal was right there smoking with me. And she's the one who told me to smoke. Right there. I was going to the front. I turned around because she told me to smoke right there with her so that my abuser couldn't get me. It was nighttime. And they watched the camera, so God made it where, it was okay. But the devil tried to get me. But anyway, fast forward. So the shelter blessed me and my family to move into a 4-bedroom house. We haven't had to pay rent for a year. But as we was here, I was trying to save up. I was trying to do this. I was trying to go ahead and do what I need to do. I was trying to do a lot of things, but God had me working at the Waffle House. If y'all been watching, y'all know that too. And in October, he kept speaking to me about getting ready to leave the Waffle House. My time was up. And I kept not wanting to leave. So I just made it where I would work Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. I would not work during the week. I would not work on no other day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's it, because that's the money-making days. I can make my money on them days. I will work overnight, just 3 days. The rest of the days, I'm good. Okay, boom. But I did not be obedient, and I did not quit. So come November, the day before Thanksgiving, everybody know Thanksgiving is on a Thursday. I work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I was expected to work that Thursday, and that was fine with me. I get a text around 7 o'clock. Hey, do you know you're supposed to be at work tonight at 9 o'clock because everybody have to come to work? It's the day before holiday, blah, 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 blah. No, ma'am, I did not know that because I don't work on no days besides Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I never knew that. Well, the schedule was posted on Sunday, so you had plenty of time to find out. Well, again, I don't work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I never had plenty of time to look at it. Well, You still have plenty of time. It was posted. So if you don't come into work tonight, then you're fired. Well, mind you guys, at this time, I was still doing my matchmaking school stuff. I was making my bracelets and all that, staying up with the kids, making bracelets and jewelry and all that, doing my matchmaking school. And I had been up all night, and now I'm up cooking all night because I got to work Thanksgiving. So, of course, I need to get my food cooked because my kids, they ain't got no family or nobody to cook for them for no Thanksgiving meal. We don't all we got. So, of course, I'm going to make sure my kids is good before Thanksgiving if I got to work, okay? Well, so I didn't go to work. So, I'm fired. Cool. God haven't let me go back to work or do anything since November. Here we are in, what's this, April? Going on May now. So, November, December, January, February, March, April, which is 5 months. So all my little savings has been depleted. I'm brokety. But guess what? It's okay. Because God got me, okay? Just like he done brought me this far. He ain't never left me with all these situations I done been in. He done made sure that I've been good. I ain't been homeless. I ain't went without. I ain't had to sleep on the street. I ain't missed a meal. He's going to continue to do it for me, okay? Yeah, my rent due in 2 days. I ain't got it. It's $1,000. I ain't got it. But guess what? God gonna make a way. That's why I'm looking like I'm looking today. Because no matter what I feel like, I will not look like what I feel like. I will look like where I'm going in life, okay? I will not keep sitting here crying, wasting my time on something that does not matter. I'm going to be happy and rejoice in the day that God has made for me. I'm going to keep going. I'm not finna, oh, my bills is too what I can't pay my rent. I'm going to get put out. I ain't finna do it no more. You know what? Because God gonna pay it. He been paying it all this time. If he don't pay it and I get evicted, who cares? He got another place that he got for me to go. Who cares what happens next? That's what I'm on here to tell you guys. Stop being stuck in what you going through. Because who cares what you going through? God already planned this before you was even here. It don't matter if I get put out. If I got to sleep on the street for a day or two, guess what? God got somebody that he already done ordained and told them I will be there to meet me there so they can give me the keys to my house. So who cares? I don't care what I go through anymore. God ain't never left me or forsaken me. And he never will. He ain't bring me this far to just give up on me now. It's 2023. About to be May. I left September of 2021 with barely anything. And I ain't lacked or went without yet. What would make me feel like I'm going to start doing it now? What make you feel like you going to start doing it now? You done been through lots of things. This ain't the first thing you done been through. And it ain't going to be the last. So it's up to you how you going to handle it. You going to keep on crying about everything? Or you going to handle it like a soldier and not even care, keep on trucking because you know your father got you. Me, I'm a big daddy's girl. I've been a daddy's girl in my life. I love my daddy. Daddy, if you ever see this video, I love you. But anyway, I know if I ever need anything, my daddy not finna let me go without it. And my daddy God ain't either. So what am I going to worry about? Okay, let me look on these notes because I done told y'all all my business. I done gave y'all a testimony. I ain't even come on here for that. Okay? Anyway, sometimes God allow you to be restricted because you on the wrong level. He allow you to have that pain so you can climb a little bit higher. Okay, do you understand? When I was in Texas, I was a baby in Christ. I love my God. God is my best friend. But I didn't have a relationship that I have with him now. I wasn't able to not cry because my bill was due. When my bill was due, like even now, I'm still going to cry. I'm human. It still hurt. Yes, I'm going to cry. But I'm not going to stay stuck in it. I'm not going to soak in it. Okay? Back then, let a bill be due. These kids better not mess with me. I'm mad. My bill's due. My husband better not look at me. What you looking at? You need to go get some money. Let somebody on the streets bother me. I'm ready to fight anyway. I want to slap somebody. I don't even know how I'm going to pay my bills. I was ready for it. But guess what? Now I can laugh about it. God allowed me to go through those things so it can strengthen me. So I can look at things a little bit different. What was meant for my downfall was only my blessing. It was just making these muscles. You see the muscles? That's all it was, baby. Don't get bitter. Get better. I could have been bitter. I could have been walking around here depressed, angry, mad, stressed, mad at every man in the world. Because I trusted a man and I had 5 kids by him and he left me alone. Or I trusted another man and he did drugs and he left me alone. So I never trust another man. I could have been like that. I could have been bitter. But guess what? I'm not. Because guess what? All men ain't the same. God made a man exactly for me. God made a man that was perfect for me. God did that. Maybe I don't know him now. Maybe I do. Who knows? But when it's time for me to find out, God surely will show it, won't he? So I'm not going to get better. I'm going to get better. I'm going to work on myself. Yeah, I had a bad attitude, a bad mouth. I'm going to work on that. So the next man that God sent in my life, I don't have to be so mean and evil and angry to, because it's not his fault that the last man couldn't be a man. It's not his fault. So I'm not going to treat him like it's his fault. I'm going to better myself. I'm not going to have that slick mouth I had. I'm not going to have to cuss him out, because I'm working on not even cussing no more. So I won't be cussing my man out when God sends the right one for me. You got to rise up again. Some of you guys have rose up before and you've been through some stuff. So you had to, you laid down, you thought you was dead, like them roses in my bush that I told y'all about was dead. But guess what? They blossoming again. You laid down though. And you just gave up. You just felt like you was going to stay stuck there. You just felt like you couldn't move. You just felt like it was over for you. You ain't messing up my videos, Satan. God said it wasn't over for you, baby. God said it's time for you to rise up again. Just like I told one of y'all in another video, a couple videos back, I'm not saying not to trust in Jesus. Jesus, I love him. He's my brother, okay? He was a prophet and I'm a prophetess, okay? I love Jesus. But you don't have to go through Jesus to talk to God. He my daddy just like he your daddy. I don't have to go talk to my sister and say, can you tell mama this? Is it okay? Is it okay with mama if I do this? I can go directly to my mama and ask her, mama, can I do this? Same with you, baby. Just like Jesus had to rise up again from the dead, you have to rise up again, baby. That old you is dead, but it's time for you to rise up again. Okay, I'm here for you. Message me, okay? Push2love.com. Message me, okay? Now, for real though, I love y'all. If you're not willing to learn, nobody can help you because you're not willing to learn. But if you are willing to learn, nobody can stop you. Okay? Get that through your head. So if you're willing to learn, let me know. Hit me up. DM me. Drop it in them comments. Okay? Let me know something. But if you're not willing to learn, nobody can help you. But you'll be unstoppable if you are. Like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you all. Bye. Peace.